Okay, I'm going to tackle the charting thing once and for all, because it's frustrating, because every time I make a video I start talking about other stuff, which is exactly what I'm doing now. But I did think of a point actually, as a premise to make this video on. And it was I don't know. If I remember, I'll say it. So what I'm going to do is make this about charting. So luckily the market's open, and I've just actually funded my account now, so I'm ready. I think I mentioned that in the last video. I guess this is part 14, and it's interesting. Look, it's very red in that you know, this map here. Well, it's kind of mixed. It's kind of mixed, but it's slightly more predominantly red. I hate saying predominantly because it always sounds like you're talking about white people, doesn't it? Or a race. So predominantly as a word has been you know, tarnished a bit, really. Anyway, that's our modern sensitivities, and you know, I'll adhere to them, seeing as I'm a brownie as well, so you know. Anyway, so it's interesting. So look, it's dropped, it's gapped down, obviously, and we're having a bit of a recovery here. Markets are super low, you know. I was just watching a video, and you can tell what stage people are at. You can tell, you know, and most of the people that post on YouTube are not at a very advanced stage, I have to say, you know. But being at an advanced stage is like sitting on your bike in your neighbourhood and just sitting there knowing that you just own that bike, you know. You can do all the good skids, you can pull wheelies, you know, you're pretty good at wheelies, you can dart around the place, you know it, you know. And obviously the person that's first started to learn, or the person, I don't know, it's a power game, isn't it? But it's nice, you know, people get excited with the market, and it is bloody exciting, you know, because it's money, isn't it? You know, what could be more exciting? But to start off with, you want to thieve it, you want to thieve the money, you know, you just want to take it. And you always trip yourself up. You always find some way to intentionally lose your money. You know, if you don't feel that you deserve it, for example. But there are many successful traders out there, you know, and obviously they're just not making videos. They're just trading and making money. They don't care about making YouTube videos. They've probably got a YouTube video about, like, you know, their travels to Hawaii or something. But there are very successful traders out there, and obviously it doesn't matter if you're black or white, you know. And that's the amazing thing, you know. It used to be many moons ago, it was an exclusive thing, but all these different countries had their exchanges anyway, you know. I don't know when the Nigerian exchange in Africa was brought about, but all over the world they've got exchanges, you know. It's just trillions. And I mean, investing in the markets now is, well, I don't even know. You know, it's so difficult because we're still in the midst of not only the disease itself causing the drop, you know, the panic, but this recovery, I mean, is it really going to last? Because, I mean, well, it just depends how this plays out. I mean, what it looks like, it's completely dependent on the economic impact of this disease, isn't it? It's completely dependent on it. Because obviously, if there's dire economic problems and massive inflation, you know, obviously there's not going to be a lot of... well, actually thinking about it, so if there's inflation and, you know, the price of everything goes up, then it looks like if you buy a stock now at 285 and suddenly that becomes cheap, you know, as a price because of inflation, you know, it basically the price of this stock, of all the stocks and all the ETFs, you know, all the instruments, becomes low in relation to the value of money, then obviously the markets will go up. So I guess what you can expect to see in the long term is an eventual move up, you know. And if you look at these weekly and monthly charts, you know, if you've got a few billion, and you're going to live till you're like 500 or something, if you're going to live to about 500 years old. No, it's not 500 years. Look, I mean, that's only 10 years. 10 years, it's basically tripled in 10 years. So, you know, it's a bit of a mad place now, because you'd obviously wanted to get it down at 220. And I did a video about a reversal at 220, but I'm not even going to talk about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to read charts. So I'll find a stock now. I will absolutely 100% find a position to get into now that will work, and then I'll do a conclusion later on, and then you can, you know, what I'll do then, I'll tell you what I'll do, which will basically be absolute proof. So if I do this video now, and I upload it straight away, then there's nothing I can do. You can see when I uploaded the video, and obviously with YouTube you can't change the actual video. So if you upload a video, you can't change the original video. You can only change the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags. You can't change the actual video, you know. So if I say, okay, this is a good stock to buy now, and I post it straight away, you see what time I posted it, then there's nothing I can do, you know. If it goes down, it goes down. So I'll do that, you know. That'll be a good way to do it. You know, I want people to look at my channel as a course, and if they see any value in any of the videos I'm doing, I think, well, okay, you know, I don't mind listening to you if I'm going to make money, you know. And then, oh, I don't know, I've lost my train of thought. Looks pretty good down here. Nah, it's a bit of a Eros there. It looks like it's sticking. $2-3, you know. I'm just going to have to use my own skills here and just cast you to the side for a moment and see, you know, not explain every reason why a stock just looks good. And it's an instinctive thing, you know. I'm looking for momentum. Momentum. Whoa, that looks good. That looks like a nice short now. Oh, it does actually. Well, I don't know. Okay, we've got room to move up there. Well, let's have a look what's going on in the main market. What is this? This is we've got all these correlated stocks here. There's loads of them. What is it? It's an ETF, obviously, but I don't know what for. It's just that curling motion now that I'm looking at. Okay, I reckon it's good for a short, honestly. Because it's gapped, it's flattened out at the bottom. The curve has flattened at the bottom, and it's made this kind of move up. But is it any news? Is there anything super special going on? Let's have a look. March 23rd, bull gold miners on outside volume. So it's gold. It's gold basically. But let's have a look at these correlated stocks, which will give us enough information to, you know, they're all going up like that. They're all going up on this trend, you know. But that stock I just looked at, looks like it's coming to a resistance point. AMUB, let's have a look at this one. It's not giving me the, sometimes it gives you a preview, but it's not doing it on this. So that looks like, you know, it's in the middle of this uptrend. Could go up or down, but it's just curling, you know. It's gapped down a little bit and it's curling. And this is gold, you know, it's curling over like that. Look how much it gapped down in the morning. You know, it just looks extended and it started to curl. I mean, you know, look how low it was in the morning, about 395. Look, and it was you know, pre-market there. Let's have a look at this. Okay, what do I want to do? There's no rush to get in this. It's not moving amazingly quickly. It looks like a gold thing. Let me just have a look at gold quickly. Well, it's doing quite similar to what the market's doing there. Let's have a look. So what do I think the SPY is going to do, the SPY? SPY. glimpse of a wee Luke. Yeah, it looks like quite a lot of resistance up here at 290. It's kind of curling as well, you know. I was talking about reversal at 280 a few videos ago in this video series that I'm doing. Possible reversal at 280. Obviously we've crept up now even further on this kind of upward thing, so it looks like it's even more, it looks like it wants to drop even more than it did when it was at 280, you know, coming up to 290, and it's recovered quite a lot. If you think about it, you know, it's recovered a lot from 220. Look how far it went down, and it's gone up nearly halfway back up, and nothing's really changed. The economies are still, you know, so again, it could be down to due to what I was talking about, that if inflation happens, you know, then obviously all these stocks are going to seem cheaper, and they're going to go up as well. So we're looking at the momentum overall. Let's look at this chart here. This is the 15-minute chart of the SPY here. Coming up to a little resistance point, but looks like it could be shooting up over that. You know, it looks like it could be breaking out on the upside, this, when you look at it. I mean, I'd need to look at Market Watch. I haven't really looked enough in the markets today. It's not, you know, I'm not sitting down trading properly. But who knows, there's a lot of upward momentum, you know, and there's stuff pushing it down. It's in the middle, look. It's in the middle of that trend. If you drew a diagonal line straight across the middle of that chart now, you'd see a trajectory, and it's like at the middle of it. I mean, I would be more inclined to say it might drop a little bit, but I don't know. I'd be more inclined to say it would drop a little bit, but it's gapped down here. You know, it's quite red there. Everything's pretty red, you know. Amazon up there. That's a retail, obviously. So, oh, well, Amazon, obviously. Everyone's ordering online, aren't they? So that, you know, it makes sense that Amazon's going up there. What was that stock I was on? So I want to get back to that stock that I was going to short. You know, it probably hasn't moved. You know, that's another thing. You rush to get into stocks, and then you sit there for the next 2 hours and thinking, well, you know, I got in that stock, I didn't even look it over properly. And it hasn't even moved. Look, well, this hasn't moved either. Look, I mean, it's so easy to get in it if you want to short it. Oh, there you go. Look. See, you don't mess. You don't mess, because I just know these things, you know. I just know, you know. I got the gift. I got the gift. It just looked it, didn't it? Look, it was like, look where it gapped down to. It's gapped down right down near 390. That was what was good about it. It was just a nice big gap down in the morning, and then it just goes up madly up, obviously recovering. But then, where is it now? Up near 440. It's in the middle of nowhere. And then it starts to curl over like that. That's why I'm saying, you know. That's how you differentiate between a flag that looks like a flag. Because some people would say, when it was up, obviously it might still go up now. It might go up to 440, just break it and go straight up. I don't know. So I can't celebrate too much of a victory over that. Because I didn't even just say that I was going to theoretically get in it either anyway. But I'll come back to that one a bit later. So, you know. You would have said that looks like a flag now because it's going up and it's sticking up to a top point, but you're looking at the chart overall. You're looking at what's happened. It's gapped down quite a lot. Even yesterday, April 17th, the end of the day, that big candle up. I mean, it tells you the whole story. The chart tells you the whole story. It tells you the news, basically. You know, it tells you what it is going on with this stock. Obviously, April 15th, 16th, they kind of found bottom there. April 16th dipping towards the end of the day, and then a big, huge spike in volume of like 15 million at the end of the day on April 16th. And suddenly the next day it gaps up, and then at the end of April 17th, a huge green candle at the end of the day. I mean, it's just mad. It doesn't know what's going on. And then it's down here. But all I'm thinking of seeing with this is, you know, if it does reverse there, I mean, if you'd got in at 437, 438 or something like that, and you put a stop at 441, that's it. You're in it now, and you've already defined your risk. But obviously I didn't get in that. I didn't say I was going to get in it, but I'd be looking for a move down to, you know, around 420. I'd probably say 423. I'd probably say the top of that yesterday's candle, you know. So where that candle closed April the 17th yesterday, that would be a target. I'll tell you a reason that would be is because 430, if you put that as a target to get out, then you could get out there, especially if you shorted it about 437, 438, and you'd make, you know, 4 or 5 cents per share after all the fees there. But in general, but really, you want to catch the whole move, you know. So even on this dip down, it might go up again a little bit, or it might even go up and break 440 and take you out. If you put a stop at 441, you don't know. But it's started to reverse. So now you've shorted it, you know, up there, and it's come down to 435. Well, at least you're in profit and you haven't lost anything. And you know, it might zag back up there, but there's no need to fret about it, because you're seeing this drop in the morning. You know, you're seeing the way that you think it looks like it needs to even out a little bit and come back down to that trend, maybe around 420. I mean, it might even go down to 410. You know, you don't know. But the reason, top of yesterday's close is that if it does have that real bullishness in it again, then you would expect that would be the first place that it would reverse, and then the second place would be like 420, because 420 is a round number, and then it would be the top of these candles. So on April the 14th there, you know, you see the first 4 candles on that chart, the 4th red candle there, it spikes up near 420. You know, that top of that spike there, that would be a support level, you know. And that's so, you know, this is what I'm trying to show you, is that looked like an overextension. There was nothing too definite, you know. None of them are definite, you know. None of them are definite. But that, obviously, you know, that could have just been one trade, and you would have taken the risk. And if it fails, it fails. If it works, you know, then that's good. That's what you want. But this looks like one that might be good for a short. Look, it's just spiked up to $4. It's an ETN, and it's had that dip down in the morning as well. Oh my god, that is so cool for a short. Looking at that, I mean, you couldn't have written that any better. This is a crude oil thing, you know. S&P GSCI crude oil total return index. I mean, I don't really know what that means. Our data help navigate the bear market. Various scale ways on oil ETFs go short for the near term. That's January the 27th, ages ago. April the 20th, which is pretty recent. How data help navigate the bear market. So, you know, a little bit of good sentiment there. But look, it's gapped down below $4 today, and you look how much pressure there was pulling it down. So in April it goes down, hits that $4 there, but it's already hit it at the end of March, and now today it breaks it, and you look. I mean, this is the type of thing. Like, it's gone down to 391 now, and when I saw it, it was basically $4. This is the type of thing you probably would have missed, but you might, you know, if you're full steam ahead. Look, this is 2 now I've done in a row. See, I told you when I started this video, don't mess. Do not mess. You know, that was just a little. You know, you don't know that it's gonna. You know, it might go up to 410. You don't know, but look at the resistance there. Look at that. I mean. You know, it opens at 360 and it just goes along sideways, and it suddenly has a big peak up. It's such a strong level of resistance. It's so worth taking a bet on it. Obviously, these 2 stocks that I've just picked out, I wasn't sure on either of them. You know, and this is where obviously I'm you know, I'm expecting that I'm going to be in Superman mode when I'm trading myself. This is just a video, but really, this is what trading is like as well. You don't know any of them. You want to get to a place where, okay, I've won a few trades now. Now I just want to get the ones that I know that are definitely going to work. And then you just end up tangled up in a mess because you don't know. You don't know if it's going to work or not. So, you know, that stock, you know, if you got your broker in front of you, and you see it, you put it in your broker, and you're reading it really quickly. You're reading all the stuff you need to read really quickly. And you see it spike up to $4 there. You can definitely go for a trade-off there. You know, definitely. And look, it spiked up over a little bit, didn't it? Over $4. So look, you put your stop at 406. I mean, that red line. Look at yesterday. Look at where it was going yesterday. It's just so easy to put a stop. You put a stop at 406 or even 407, but 406. So if you see it, even see it up at 401, 402, obviously you can still short. I think I saw it there at 3.99 or 3.97 once I dipped into it. It was at 3.99 when I looked on the screener. When I dipped in, it was at 3.97, and then as I was blabbering on, it went down. But look, if you see that, say I saw it going up, say I saw it at 3.95, so say I'd seen it like 5 minutes before. If I'd seen it 5 minutes before, I would have seen it going up to 4, and it would have given me 5 minutes to look into that chart and see what's going on with it. It would have given me enough time to read the news, look at the main markets, look at the daily chart, the 15-minute chart, and be attentive and really look at the chart, really look at the momentum, really look at all the price action that I can. And then, wait for it to go up to 4, and then think, what's happening up here? What's happening? You might see it maybe on that. You see the second red candle or the third red candle. Maybe you see it just, struggling a bit there. And you can even, when you look at your broker as well, you can look at the time and sale. I mean, you can't trust it too much when you look at time and sale, when you're looking at the orders coming through on the order screen, because you're going to miss a lot of orders because it shows you it. But sometimes you see massive, like, you can get it's another instinctual thing. So I would say that it's something I haven't mentioned actually. When you've got your broker, you can look at time and sale. You can look at bid ask volume. I don't really know how to read that, but that's basically if there's, I don't know, bid ask volume. But you can look at time and sale, and the red orders will come for orders that are making the market sell orders basically, and the buy orders will be in green. But sometimes, it tricks you because you look at it and you see all these buy orders, for example, and you think, oh, that's going up. Look, someone's just bought 38,000 shares in one go. That's going to go up. And yeah, it might go up. But look, this is dropping now. It's still dropping, look. See, you do not mess with me, mate, because I just know this stuff. Look at that. Boom. This is what it's all about, people. See, you don't get stuff like that with other YouTubers, do you? Come on. Anyway, I'm going to finish this video now, because I'm just, I'm getting too cocky now. I want to look at that last stock, see what's happened to it. I mean, that is ridiculous. That, that was a short there. I love the way that stock is just called oil. It's just, there's no messing, is it? You don't have to worry what that stock's about. Oil. It's an ETN. I don't know what an ETN is. It's like an ETF. I know that, but I don't exactly know what it is. Oh, this was the one. There you go, look. Look at that. See? Oh my god. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to finish this video now. And I've just shown off. I haven't really taught you anything. But obviously I have. You've seen what I'm doing when I'm looking. You've seen why I'm saying, why I was drawn to that, because it looked like it was high up. And then you looked at this. And even when it was up there, and I was saying it might go up above 440, I don't know, but I do think it's going to come down for those reasons I was telling you, that it's gapped down, it's gone up, it's like an overextension. And it's a good illustration in this video of how every single trade is not, there's no definite ones, but there are, sometimes you really see good ones, you see ones that are just so good, and you can spot them out of instinct, because it's all in front of you. There's nothing that I've got that you don't have in front of you. So anyway, I would just say, if you really, really, really want to do this, you need to be looking at the markets every single day. You need to look at the markets in futures, look at the news of stocks, look at loads and loads and loads and loads of different stocks all the time. Look at the news, look at how it affects it, look at earnings, look at how earnings affect certain stocks some way and certain stocks another way, and sometimes it doesn't do anything, But then this is the guitar strumming bit that I'm showing you now. So all that other stuff you need to know. But with this kind of stuff, it's all there in the chart as well. The news is all there in the chart. It gaps down. It goes right up to 440. It reaches up there. I would be trading now, but I've put money in my broker. Okay, I'm going to have over $3,500 worth of buying power, and it should be tomorrow or the next day. I spoke to Alexis on the chat on F1 Trade, and he told me that it'll be updated you know, my balance will be updated within a couple of days, you know. But I'm not in a rush. Today I was so tired this morning because I had to go to the bank and sort all this stuff out, and I was getting abused. But I've done it now, and you know, I remember the point I was going to make at the start of the video. Oh wow, that's amazing that I remembered that point. Okay, so the point I was going to make at the start of the video is that oh yeah, on a trading day in general, I want to have a lot of energy by the time I sit down to trade. I want to have the energy. I need to eat at the right time. I need to eat a proper good meal with vegetables and a lot of good food that's actually going to fuel my body for an extended period, i.e. the next 6 hours, properly, so that I'm functioning well. And that's down to food, you know, it's down to food. Food and sleep, you know, getting enough sleep. You know, if you can't sleep, I've been tossing and turning for a few nights, you know. Last night was the best night of sleep I've had in a while, but if you're down, the stocks that you get in will go down. And if you lose over and over and over and over and over and over again, F1 Trade, which is the broker that I'm with, will actually bet against you. So if you can show that you can lose consistently, they will actually short the stocks that you try to buy. And they'd laugh at you. And they told me they do that. They actually told me. I spoke to somebody on the chat, and they told me that that's what they do. And they said to me, "We'll give you your money," you know. So it's a business here. They want you to lose, and they want you to make money. That's most of all, you know. They want you to lose, or they want you to win big, and they would prefer that you win big, because if you win big, you're starting to make a lot of money in commissions. You know, they're just a normal broker, and they pay the same exchange fees, you know, that proper brokers pay. And obviously they make their markup on us, on the spread, on the retail, on the traders, on the institutions. They pay a spread, obviously. All the professional traders pay a spread, and you know, they make money out of that spread. And obviously, so you start with a CFD broker like F1 Trade, there's no reason they're not going to give you your money. They want you to carry on trading. So anyway, I am going to finish this video now. And yeah, energy and insight and high spirits. It's hard to always be high spirited. That's the thing. But I'll give you an example. When I go to work, when I do my delivery job, the first 2 months, I think I said this in the last video, but the first 2 months it was hard. You know, I felt like crap for the first 2 hours of working. Now, when I go to work, I love going to work. Every single day that I go to work, I know it's good for me. So even if I feel like shit, I'm looking forward to going to work, because I know that, you know, I know that I can be kind of mechanical in the way I approach my job, you know, and obviously if I can put this into trading, there's so much more. I mean, well, there's an unlimited potential for money, and it's a positive thing for your body and spirit, you know. So on that note, yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you on the other side.